Hello everybody, welcome back, or welcome to the channel. My name is Marilyn and this is Percolator Crafts, the channel where I talk about all my crafting and primarily cross stitch. If you haven't noticed, I still do not have a set introduction nailed down, which makes beginning every video awkward, which in of itself, I don't mind. You might mind? I'm sorry. If you mind, I'll try to make the intros a little bit more professional. Otherwise, welcome. We're going to talk about a couple of projects that I've been working on, and we are going to go through my magazine and book collection. I have a small stack here in no particular order, and yeah, I guess we'll just get started with the stuff I have been working on. So if you watched the previous video or follow me on Blue Sky, you would know that I am participating in the Runner Stitchers Whip into Shape, basically spring through summer, like getting your whips done kind of thing. And so I've decided, since I have very little chill, and I can't limit myself to just doing a modifier of 10 to how many miles he runs on the days that he's running, I decided to just, on the days that he rests, I am switching projects. So I have 3 projects currently to show you. So let's see, the first one he started on, I believe, the 6th of May. And so I got a bunch of progress done on this. This is Self-Care by Glitch Stitch AU, I believe, on Etsy. I've had this in my stash for a while, and I am doing it on a hand-dyed Aida with just Rit dye in a purple color and sulky threads as the conversion. And this is, if you don't know, Beatrix Potter, this is Squirrel Nutkin. Just a little needle minder. And yeah, I like it so far. What count is this? I think it might be 18 count. It probably is, because I'm using sulky threads. And yeah, so this is a project I have done. Let's see, I'll post a photo here, I guess, of what it looked like before, and this is the current progress. So this is going away for a little bit. I did really enjoy the progress that I got on this, so it is probably going to come out again during his next rest rotation eventually. So that was up until, what was it, Friday? And then Friday was a rest day, I believe, so he switched. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I worked on this guy here. This is the Cottage Garden samplings from last year, the Hobbit house. And yeah, I'll post another photo here of where I was at. And I've been working on this for a while now, and I'm pretty excited because I managed to get the whole door in, and once this main door was in, the rest of this was just kind of cake and has been going very, very quickly. I could definitely get this done next week if I felt like it, but for now it is probably going to get put away for a while so that I can savor it. But yeah, actually, maybe I will finish it this month. We'll see. I'm working on some secret stitching because I want to release a pattern by June, and so I'm kind of frantically stitching that. It's not big by any means. It's like something you could do in like a week. So, but anyways, this guy is being worked on 32 count Morel linen, and the little needle minder is from a stitch box. What was it? It was last year, I believe. It was Cottage something, Cottage Core. Yeah, the Cottage Core pattern collection. There was a box, came with it. I think I mentioned it before also that this is the first and only Stitchy box not from Stitchy Box, but like a subscription box from, I forget where I bought it from. But yeah, it's the only one I got. The fabric didn't go with any of the patterns. The floss that it came in the box didn't go with any of the patterns, so I don't think I'm ever gonna buy one again. But it's fine. Like, the value for what I paid for was there, so at least there's that. And yeah, anyways, this is, yeah, we'll just put this in here for now. I'm gonna put that away. And then lastly, so this past week, so the next set that he's been doing is another Monday. He had a rest day, so on Tuesday I chose a different pattern. And so I've been going back and working a little bit on this. This is the Poinsettia Biscornu by the Blue Flower, and I have changed all the colors to be like these purpley pink. And I like it. This is another 32 count linen by Fabrics by Stephanie, and I don't know what the color is. It's blue. And yeah, I like the fabric, it's nice. The flosses are all, what are these? I think these are a collection of DMCs and overdyes that I've just have in my stash. And yeah, I like it so far. This is large. It's very large. It's gonna be like a 6-inch square-ish in total for one side of the Biscornu. So ever since I finished this three-dimensional beauty here, this cuteness, it's given me a little bit more confidence to try and actually get this done and stitch it up. And I've been looking at some other patterns on Etsy as well to see what other three-dimensional objects are out there. There is something in the stack of magazines and books that I want to make that I will show you. That is another like square finish, but it's different. And we'll get to that when we get there. Which is now. Okay, so these are in no particular order. These are just the magazines and books that I currently have in my stash. This does not include samplers that come in booklets. These are book collections of patterns and books. Anyways, we'll just start. So the first one happens to be the Cottagecore pattern collection. I did order the whole booklet, physical. I do also have the PDF. Oh yeah, it's Starlight Stitchery. They are currently moving. I think they'll be finished moving probably in the next week or so. But so I haven't ordered from them recently, but I do plan to order from them because they are kind of a local-ish to me needlework shop. So I like to support all the shops that I can find in Oregon at some point, you know. Just have to find them all. But yeah, the reason I got this one, which I think for all of these books, I'm going to show you at least one pattern that kind of really drew me to purchase the whole magazine or book. So this one is Lola Crow's The Verdant Cottage. You guys have probably seen this by now. It's cute. It's really cute. And it's not that big. This pattern is stitched, it's 89 by 89, so it's not that big. It's not that big. I just have to sit down and do it. It's got a couple of chickens, a yellow frog, some bees, flowers, you know. What's not to like? And then the other one that has really drew me was, I was really drawn to was this, the Fine Frog Stitching Floral Phonograph. So it's a little froggy. And then the petal flower looking trumpet for the, I think it's called megaphone. I don't know. What is it called? But anyways, this old-timey style vinyl record player. It probably, oh yeah, and it looks like a little pond because there's like a little frog on the arm and then the record is like a little pond. Like, it's so cute. Eventually one day I will stitch that. Okay, so that's the first one. Next is, ooh, my first Christmas ornament, first and only Christmas ornament book from Just Cross Stitch. And I've actually made a couple of patterns out of this to kind of make it worth it, because this is a $10 book. I think all the other ones are like $7, $8, you know, around there. So out of this book, I've made these two. And I actually happen to have one of them here. Let's see, actually let me get in here and get the details of that pattern, if I can find it real quick. Where is it? Anyways, I can't find it. Here it is. I replaced the, I think these beads were supposed to be, what are those things called? The ones that everyone has difficulty with, the little like rosette things. Yeah, what did I stitch this with? I think I stitched this probably with DMC, and it's on that weird like crunchy Aida that I bought on Amazon back before I really knew about the nice linens and Aidas and Luganas. But I think it works because it's got like, you know, the little spots on it that look like snowflakes. So yeah, there's that. Okay. And then next we have, this is the December 2024 Just Cross Stitch, and I've got two marked out in here. First is the Enchanted Autumn Cabin by Flosstube. I haven't stitched it yet, but super cute. I'll get there eventually. And then the other one is, I was just going through the magazine a little bit ago to pick out the ones to show you guys, but then I saw this and I remembered that this was here, and it is super cute. Now that I have Percival, who's a tuxedo cat, I mean, he's kind of close to a black cat, but like I could easily modify one of these to look like him and then like have it as a standalone ornament. I think that would be like super cute. Or maybe all three of them to look like him and have them like in the set. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was cute. And yeah, I will definitely be keeping that bookmarked so that I can do that later. Okay. Next one we have is the January 2024 Just Cross Stitch, and this one I have two of them marked as well. What did I mark? Oh, okay. So this one is, I bought this because this was Marumi Designs' first magazine published, the Kaleidoscope. And I actually have that stitched here. I haven't finished it yet. Which way? There we go. And this is on a light purple, I think 18 count Mystic fabrics. And I believe I used, what did I use? I think I used Sulky. I just kind of chose colors that matched the closest to the picture. And I think it came out really cool. Did I use the metallic thread? No, I just used white. So I think I tried to use the metallic thread that's called for in the pattern, and I hated it, so I said no. I decided not to. But yeah, this is done. And I need to finish that. And then the other pattern in here that I have marked off is this one here. This is Magical Snowflakes by Counting Puddles. And I was at the Spring Mingle event that Lindy Stitches puts on, and Counting Puddles was one of the featured designers of the event, and I saw this pattern and she was talking about it, and I realized, hey, I have that already. Why don't I stitch it? because her patterns tend to be, there's a lot of like backstitch and like specialty stitching, I think for the most part backstitching. And there does seem to be some specialty stitches in here that are just mostly backstitch. Oh, there's a couple things that look like star stitches and stuff. But anyways, it looks really cool, and I think this would be a great introduction to her design style. And it's really cute. It's a cute little, you know, snowman dude enjoying the snow. And her use of colors is really cool. It's like not exactly a rainbow, but it's like a rainbow of an aurora borealis kind of thing. I think it looks really cool, and I need to stitch this. Not right now, but eventually. I want to stitch that. So yeah, we're gonna keep that guy marked. Then, let's see. This is October 2022. I think this is the first cross stitch magazine that I bought, actually. And I bought it because this looked really cool. But actually, I wanted to stitch Fall Friends. Fall Friends. Super cute. And this is by Pixel Pixie Cross Stitch. And I think they currently have out Spring Friends now too. I just haven't gotten the pattern yet. But I want to stitch it. And the reason why I wanted this is because it looks like me and my husband. You know, he's the squirrel, I'm the bird. And I actually have this done and framed. This is like one of my favorite cross stitches, honestly. I think I did make a small modification to the coffee cups. Let's see, on here, yeah, so on the pattern they're supposed to be like dark and the cups are orange, but I changed it to making the band orange and the cups more brown. Let's see, and I think I also stitched this with DMC, I believe, yeah. And it's on 18 count, I think it's coffee dyed that I did myself, just Ada. And I really like the picture frame that it goes with too. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. Yeah. So there's that. Okay, now the rest of these are... Okay, so the rest of the magazines I bought on like Etsy and eBay. These are like older back issues. So this is another just cross stitch. Do not let the cover deceive you. This magazine edition has so many good floral designs. Like, it says gardens galore in here. It's like all beautiful garden floral themed patterns, and I want to stitch nearly every single one of them. Plus there's a castle. Plus a castle. I don't know why, but also a castle. It's really cute. I want everything in this book. I want it all. I mean, I can't really show you because it's well, I guess I could show you some. Let's see, where was that one? But you know, I like all of them. I want all of them. Okay, here, Strawberry Summer. Look at this. Like a huge, big old band samplery kind of a thing. It also comes with like a custom alphabet, so you can put your own words in there. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good. Ah, so good. Let's see. There's another good one in here. Oh, this one is really good too. The Elizabethan Garden. So good. Violet, sunflower, sweet pea, lily, marigold, rose, forget-me-not, daisy, snapdragon, and pansy. Those are the words around. It's really good. Like, yeah. Like, this is not my aesthetic, but everything else in this magazine, like almost every single pattern in this is really, really cute. I really want to stitch someday, which I find to be fairly rare. Most of these magazines, there's only like one, maybe two patterns that I am interested in, but this one, it's like all of them except this one. Okay, next one. So this one is just cross stitch from April 1993, and I bought it because Teresa Wensler. And also, let's see, A Green Thumb. Who is the designer of this? Oh man, the organization of these older magazines are really awkward. Like the layout of them, it's really difficult to know who did what, and like they don't even like tell you exactly who designed it. I don't know who it is. If I figure that out, I will put it on the screen. But it's got Bleeding Heart, which is there's a variety that's native to Oregon that I think is really cute. But this is it's a flower that I've liked probably since kindergarten, which is a long time ago. But this flower has like stuck with me for a really long time. So I really like this. So this magazine, again, bought it for the Teresa Wensler, discovered this other one, and I want it real bad. So I will stitch both of these eventually someday. Okay, next one is, okay, this is a magazine that I bought, I think it was last year. So this is a UK magazine. It was the July 2024 edition. It was kind of expensive, but that's because it came with a finishing kit. So yeah, I was initially drawn to this big flower pot, but where did it go? Why did I not? Okay. But really, again, so earlier I was mentioning a three-dimensional object that's a square but different. It has a pattern for a little greenhouse that I really want. So it comes with the directions for all four sides. All four sides are different, and then how to make the roof on top. There is no base though, so I think I'll have to figure out how to do a base for stability and whatnot. But other than that, it's really good. Also, funny, so number 39 here has 2 letters with chickens. This magazine actually has the whole English alphabet with different chickens. So if you're a chicken person or a bird person and you really are looking for like a cutie little like casual alphabet, like with bubble letters and chickens, Cross Stitcher magazine, July 2024 is your jam. But anyways, the finishing kit is for like a little pouch, notion pouch. I was thinking I wasn't ever gonna make it, but the more that I look at this, the more it's like, you know, it's kind of cute. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe. But yeah, that's this one. And okay, last magazine is another vintage one that I bought off eBay. This is July 1997 Needlecrafts Cross Stitch Collection. I think this is another UK magazine because it's like around Britain, happy anniversary stuff. But yeah, anyways, I got this one mostly because of the sampler on the front. I thought it was really cool. And then also this fountain looks very Nora Corbett Mirabilia, but it's not. It's by a different designer, and I thought it looked really cool. I've seen, let's see, I think Nora Corbett does have one that looks like a fountain, like a tiered fountain, you know, those fancy garden fountains, but this one seemed bigger. So I was like, you know, I mostly want it for this, and I think I bought it with another pattern from the same eBay seller, and I didn't want the pattern to be shipped alone, you know, be lonely in shipping. So I got this in as well. So yeah, out of all the things in here, it's like these two. These two. Probably this one first. But, you know, sometime in the future. Yeah. Okay. Alright, next up is something that I was 100% influenced to purchase versus actually being interested in the designer. Which I'm not super mad about because honestly, I think one day I will stitch these, just not anytime soon. And that is the Max Pigeon book. These are all really good patterns. Like if you're into this design, if you're into this design aesthetic, I would recommend getting this. The charts are very, very clear. They're all in color with symbols, but they're very large. They're large-ish. So if you were gonna put this on a scanner and scan it and use it on your computer, if you're gonna take a photo for your working copies, it's not too overwhelming, I think, for the most part. There's a lot of really good notes in here on finishing and how to cross stitch and anything. So if you have a friend or anybody that you know that is just getting into cross stitch, like the color blocking, it's not too crazy with the confetti. This is good stuff. I'm just not particularly drawn to any of the patterns. I do know there are a lot of people out there that really, really like this. Yes, I was watching Helen D and that's why I bought this, because I thought I would enjoy doing like the stitch alongs with her and like everybody else, but I've just never really, got into it. But I'm not getting rid of this because I know eventually one day I'll probably be like, you know, what about, I want something a little bit more rustic and more earthy, and this is what I'm gonna probably go to. And likely if Max puts out more books like this, I'll probably buy them. Because even though he's up in Canada and I believe he's on the East Coast, and a lot of these themes are for like that kind of environment, it's very, very similar to Oregon and the Rocky Mountains, Cascades, Pacific Northwest kind of mood. So yeah, I'll probably do one of these eventually. Like I'm looking at the back and I'm like, oh, there's a mallard duck. That is, oh, it's cute. But yeah, really good use of negative space, color. The patterns in here are very clear, so it's a good one. Okay, now for things that are less clear and a little bit more, how did I explain this to a friend? I told them that it was like nightmare fuel. And I don't mean it in an offensive, negative way. It's just kind of the way they happened to end up looking. So there is an author. Her name is Pat Mancini, I believe is how you pronounce her name. And she has 2 books. One focuses on knitting patterns and one focuses on needlework, which includes knitting, cross stitch, needlepoint. I have both books now. The the knitting one is in a box somewhere because we didn't fully unpack when we moved into this house, so it's somewhere in the house. The needlepoint book I found at our local bookstore last weekend and I bought it. So now I have both. And it is the Beatrix Potter needlepoint book. It's $10. I had to have it. And now I have both. Now, the only thing in this book that is nightmare fuel-ish and is the same, I think it might be the same exact pattern as the one in the knitting book, is Tom Kitten. You see those eyes? Do you see those eyes? It's cute, but the cat's seen some things, you know, kind kind of mood. And so the things that are in this, I think there's a latch hook rug. There's, you know, notes on how to do cross stitching and all of the techniques. I can't really show anything. But yeah, if you didn't know, Beatrix Potter, she was, you know, a botanist before she became a writer for children's books. And oh my god, there's even a pattern in here where you can make a seat cushion for a chair, and it shows you how to put it on a chair. That's kind of cool, because I have I could probably adapt this to doing that. I have some chairs that are meant to be, the seats are meant to be replaceable, and they're dining room chairs, and they're very similar in shape and size. So, you know, one day if those seat covers ever get super damaged and they need to be replaced, I have something I can replace it with and make it. So that's cool. Look it up. It's a great book. I think having it just limited to like a 2-book collection makes it very easy and accessible to find and to collect, and they're not too expensive. I think the knitting book I've seen it as low as like $2. I got it, I think, for like $4 at a local thrift store, and then this one was $10 again at my local bookstore. So I'm happy to have it. I have the collection now. I think it's the only thing I have in terms of a book collection that is the whole collection. No, that's not right. I have the Garth Nix Abortion series, which if you've never read those they're good young adult series. Anyways, okay, so I have one more book to go through. So Teresa Wentzler, I had an itch to buy a bunch of things on eBay, which is where a couple of those magazines came from. And then I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, oh, I have those 2 patterns in a book that I'm never gonna stitch. And so she sold it to me. And so now I have the Best of Teresa Wentzler Fantasy Collection. The 2 patterns that I wanted were on the back here, Day and Night. Oh, I hope it's not too glary. Hold on. There we go. So there's Day and Night on here, and in this collection. I thought it was really cool. And then this also has like a super cool castle, and like there's Cinderella and the Pegasus and Unicorn, like Teresa Wentzler's greatest hits. Oh man, so good, so good. And Day and Night are in here. So good. I'm probably not gonna do the Carousel or the Magical Night, but this castle, though. I mean, this is like a higher fidelity of the other castle in the magazine. But look how cool that is. But also, oh, can I show it? Will it make sense? Oh, that's Rapunzel. But yeah, look at Day. And like, I don't know if that is very clear, but like Day and Night are not explicitly male and female. Like the way that the clothing lays, their posture and their facial expression, they're not explicitly male and female, which I really like. Because honestly, that doesn't matter. Day and Night, they're representing, you know, the sun and the moon, which, you know, in some cultures, the sun is female, the sun is male, the moon is female, the moon is male. They're beautiful and they're gorgeous, and the patterns look really, really cool, and I want to stitch them, but they look far more complicated than anything else. Like, I have yet to actually stitch a Teresa Wentzler pattern. I was thinking about starting with the one in the magazine that's a lily. I think Lily of the Valley, I think, with a fairy on it. But that pattern is also like hand-drawn. I think that magazine published before the advent of the digital pattern creation, so all of these in here in this magazine thankfully are charted with a program. They're not hand-drawn, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be complicated either way. I'll make a working copy, I'll zoom in, it'll be fine, but between the two I think that one will be the least complicated. Maybe. Those could be famous last words. It's very possible. But anyways, love this book. My buddy totally pulling through and letting me buy this off of her. I'm excited to have it. And Cinderella's in here. Stroke of Midnight. So good. And there's like alphabets in here and numbers. I just want it all. I want it all. There's so many things to stitch and so little time. But anyways, that's the last thing that I have. Thanks for hanging out. I know this is kind of a longer video than I've done in the past without actually doing like a whip parade. My camera is showing a little over 36 minutes now, so I think we're gonna end it here. Thanks for hanging out. If any of these patterns interested you and you want to do a stitch along, let me know. I would be happy to stitch it with you. It'll, you know, encourage the both of us to do it, because there was a lot here. I don't plan on purchasing any more magazines or any more books in the near future. I have a pretty large digital catalog as well, which I probably won't make a video about because that would be a lot of editing for photos in. But yeah, I hope you have a great weekend, a great rest of May. I'll probably won't be back until June. Probably. Anyways, have a great one. Bye!